everyone has an idea of how you should be without you getting a chance to really express who you are. And that's why I'm very big on just being yourself and expressing your individuality so that people can see that variety is good. There is no one way to be black. There's no one way to do something. And black people have different voices. And yeah, don't pigeonhole people. That's what I'd say, personally.
I do think that as just black people in general, we always do have to be more vigilant and sort of paranoid about certain things, because if it doesn't happen to us, it happens to our friends. If it doesn't happen to our friends, it happens to someone, and it's like, when does it stop? But as we do, we just have to keep it moving, sadly. But I do believe in a better world. I do believe in people changing, and it doesn't happen until we start to talk about it, which is what we're doing.
Overall, like, black people do need a movement and did need to come together, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's the main thing, and just try not to get too sidetracked. Like, let's try and stick to, what it is that we want to achieve as black people.
Crazy.
Automatically, being black, you have to work 10 times, if not 100 times harder than everyone else to make it in life. We definitely are at a disadvantage just from the get-go. Do you know what I mean? Like, from the school system, like what we're taught. I don't think we're really taught enough black history.
I mean, there's only so much educating you can do. If people don't want to take the education, then what can you do? You can't force feed people stuff. If people were taking it in, we wouldn't be still doing this stuff. Like, yeah.
But it's the start that matters, right? So for the people that do want to, like, if they've started it, that's the main thing, innit? That's the first step, is starting it. The first step is listening. And then,
yeah, I guess so. But obviously, if people aren't listening, what are we meant to do? There's more people not listening than there are people listening.
Man's ain't given the same opportunities. You know what I mean? Really, like, black people are not given the same opportunities as, you get me, a lot of people. Like, put it this way, I've got white friends, I've got loads of other friends who will tell you the same thing. You get me? It's blatant, man. It's blatant in places like America, where they're just killing people on camera and getting away with it. But it's one of them things in this world, man. You know what I mean? Like, they put it in us to just live with it and just whatever. But people waking up now, innit? There's only a few names in the media. You got to think about the people who are not in the media, who have, you know what I mean, been killed and whatnot by the hands of police or by the hands of somebody else of a different colour, and nothing's happened and whatever. I've heard of loads of cases that have been closed and people getting away with stuff, and there's documentaries, there's papers, you can read all about this all over the internet. Like, it's just, you get me, it's come to light now, but you're right though, in the sense of not everyone knows black history. Do you know what I mean? Bro, it's what you watch, man. If you want to get educated, you got to go learn that yourself, man. Some people like to draw things from education, you get me? Some people don't, bro. I take everything. You get me?
I mean, black people are a minority here, so we can't really call it diverse if you have a minority. Diversity implies there's like a even mix of different people. That's diversity. But what you have is kind of obviously a majority of white British people, and then you obviously have like white European people. You've got the Asian community, which is huge, but within the black community, it's influential, and it's important, and I think that's where it's amplified. But in terms of numbers, there's not enough people. There's definitely not. You don't hear a lot of like black people coming out of Luton doing a lot. So, but I guess there's a change for everything.
It's all good for everyone to enjoy what we do and what we bring to the table, because as black people we bring a lot to the table, but when it actually comes down to really appreciating that and actually doing your research, people don't want to know. I'm happy to eat tail, but I don't want to know where it come from. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy to eat a patty, but I don't business where it came from. She's so happy to be part of the movement in general, and I'm happy that you approached me to ask me, because I feel so strong towards the situation anyways, and like I said, I'm a black woman, my kids are mixed, but they are black. And that's how we'll always remain, and that's how we'll always be looked at.
Still do your best and try, because like if you have the talent and you have the drive, and you're still going to get there. It just might be a bit harder, and if you're willing to put in the work, then that's that at the end of the day.